Hey, welcome to the Refuge. Guess who's here?
Hello,
Miss
everyone.
Miss Sun is here to record this update of our monthly thing that's going on, and we're back here with our creation around us at the Refuge, and see how this turns out. We're working on these videos more and more. We definitely are. But I want to say thank you to everybody that's been downloading our videos each month, our podcasts. This is a way to get this information out to others, and I appreciate it. I definitely do. You've been a blessing to us. You definitely have. And our month has been kind of unusual. Well, in a good unusual way. I want to say that. Actually, what's been happening is a couple months ago, we've been practicing what we call fasting and prayer. And we've been doing that on Wednesdays and Fridays and really just seeking the Lord's direction. But actually, one of the things that came out of all this is on our Wednesdays, we started to share with others what are their prayer needs. And we kind of labeled our Wednesdays now where we actually are fasting and praying for others, interceding, intercessory prayer. And so I just started texting people, just people we already have in our contact lists that just ask them to say, we're fasting and prayer today. How can we pray for you? And you would think that actually what happened would be just to pray for me today. Thank you for considering us. But it started to be a lot of needs, and we didn't expect that, did
Some
we?
of them is very deep.
Yeah,
Prayer
detailed,
yes.
like detailed prayer that really came to a consensus. And actually, what I've been doing, because just like this, I'm not really responding to them with my fingers or texting. I'm actually, whatever's on my heart, whatever God's asking me to pray, how to pray for that person, I'm actually dictating that back into the response.
Actually, you do great
yeah.
pray, everyone.
Thank you, sweetie. And but it's not of me. And but then we thought, okay, that's people going to still give us a nice gesture, but people were really appreciative of that. Um, uh, we've gotten some praises out of it. God has answered prayer. Some things that have been maybe a prayer request for years, and not that we're somebody special, but it just came out like that, and we've had people see breakthroughs in their family. Just seeing God in a different perspective. It's pretty amazing that we can do something simple and be praying for our brothers and sisters in Christ.
Yeah.
One thing that came to it, and I saw this probably in a John Eldridge thing, I don't know where I got it from, I'm going to quote it, that humans, us including, are fragile people, and we're needy people. We're definitely needing people. So even with that, we're doing our Sabbath, and we're doing it biblically. We still go to church on Sunday, the Lord's Day, but we feel like in our season of life and ministry, 25 plus years, that's what it says, 25 plus years, we're drinking out of the cups like this. And if you like one, let us know.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free. But we felt like doing the seasons of life, and there's still a lot of ministry to be done and has been done, but it takes a lot out of us, and we actually look forward to our Sabbaths now that we get to rest. We turn off technology, which is kind of unusual for me and very, finger biting that something has happened in the world or somebody needs me, but it's been very beneficial to us to focus and be thankful for what God has done in our life and the ministry of Full Circle Refuge. So anything else about our Sabbaths in the last couple of months and our fasting that you'd like to add?
Is fasting first is to me when I studied first fasting is everything about it is me. Time is how many time I can fasting or what's so benefit for me. But it's after I reading Isaiah 58 58. I think it's
Yes, 58.
58
Yeah,
through 3 through
that's
7.
probably
It's,
right.
yeah, it's talk about a fasting, how it should be. But when it's a fasting, it's not about me.
Yeah,
It's a God with the relationship, um, reading more His
yeah,
Word,
yeah,
so yeah. After our reading is Isaiah, is more understand what the mean is
yeah,
fasting.
yeah. Thank you.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's teaching me a lot.
Yes.
And it's what's the next one?
Oh, that's fasting. We did Sabbaths.
Oh, Sabbath.
Sabbaths.
Yeah, Sabbath is we started by a couple months
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Yeah, it's I love it. It's
yes,
a relax, and then it's like again, it's a spend with the more God, and just thank you for everything
yeah,
with that day. We fed
yeah,
we Sabbath.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a benefit here at the Refuge, and everything we're talking about. We have some kind of guideline, but we're really just speaking of our hearts right now.
Mm.
And when we get to Friday evenings and we have a great celebration meal and we get to rest. But we make sure all our animals are taken care of Friday evening. A little extra hay. The chickens can come out in the next day when they need to. So we get to sleep in late in a sense,
Yeah,
and it's
love
a
it.
rare occasion for us to do that. The schedule around the refuge is pretty rigid, and it dictates, and the animals they need, they're taken care of, So, but it's been a beneficial. So that's something you can think about. It's not for everyone. But here at the refuge right now, it's actually, we're out here today. It's a little bit warm today, but
Yeah.
we've had some cool mornings and some cool evenings, and
Hmm.
what that means in the air, that the seasons are changing at the refuge. All our gardens have been harvested, but that means that we're getting into something new. What? We're getting to
Fall.
Christmas. Well, fall, yeah,
Yes.
that too. But we're getting to
Mm.
it's one of our biggest events of the year is our Christmas fellowships in the youth facilities, the YDCs. And we now serve
Mm.
about five or six will be doing that this year. And we're actually looking forward to it, to come alongside young men and young ladies to give them a Christmas meal, Christmas skit, speak about the truth about Christmas, and come and just encourage them that they have loved, because a lot of these kids are not going to be home for Christmas. Yes, they
Yeah.
did a crime; they should be locked up. But the reality is, these are kids. These are kids, and really, what we're trying to do is redirect them, and God just intervene in their lives. One of the
Hmm.
things that a lot of kids throughout the year, I might meet a kid that hasn't seen us in a long time, and I'll go into the facility. Goes, "Hey, there's Mr. Devon. Where's Miss Son?" And I said, "Yeah, where did I meet you at?" "Wow, were you at that facility when you did the Christmas? We had the nacho and cheese. We had the Swedish meatballs.
Hmm.
We had that Christmas punch, and them cakes and the encouragement cards." So that was a highlight for them. So this is a big deal for Full Circle Refuge this year to make. And I'm not saying that we're the best organization doing it. There's other organizations that are doing this,
Yeah.
but we feel like this is very organized. And actually, what we're looking for this year is for folks to come alongside us,
Hmm.
myself and Miss Sun at Full Circle Refuge, to go into the facilities to just serve some Swedish meatballs,
Mm.
uh, cut some cake for them, and serve some punch. Say, Jesus love you. Merry Christmas. Have a blessed day. These things will resonate with these kids. It resonates every year. It's very powerful. We look at this as a win-win for the church community. All right, and a lot of folks have some reserve fears. They have fears about going into a prison system, and this is a juvenile facility we're talking about, and speaking to criminals or come
Mm.
alongside criminals. But this bridges the gap, so you know that God moves ahead of you, but also it's an opportunity for you to know reality, what's happening in our culture.
Mm.
And kids get to see there's other people than bald-headed bald-headed Devon and beautiful Miss Sun coming in there. There's other
Oh.
folks, young and old, that come and serve them And that's the beautiful thing, that we see a transition happen for our youth. It's so important. I just heard a statistic the other day. It was on one of the national news, that juvenile crime nationally has increased. And
Really?
so, yeah, so if that's happening nationally, it's happening in our communities too. Our work is not done. Our work is not done at all. So, so Christmas is a highlight. What do you think about our Christmas events we have every year?
I'm looking forward,
Yeah,
and so far, it's God showed a lot,
yeah,
both to me and I hope so. It's a volunteer coming in every year too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to again this year. It
yeah,
is serving. You know, each volunteer there is not just serving the food. They share with
yeah.
you what God does to their life.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to.
great. One of the things I just thought about, one of the biggest highlights of this is a big need, because some people might not be able to have the time to go, or you are not ready to make that step. But one of the things that's very simple and very inexpensive, but very, very valuable to these kids, is what we call encouragement cards.
Mm,
And we started this many years ago, and it just works. We wanted to look for different avenues, how to, what we call, leave the goods there, leave a message behind, so on a day-to-day God can speak to them. And it's called encouragement cards, and we have pre-printed encouragement cards, like a postcard, and on
yeah.
the back side is blank, where you can write, draw, color pictures, something to encourage, maybe a quote,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it just impact. Because over the years, and some of you all have been for some of our donors and supporters and prayer warriors have been for us for years, and they've heard us say this, that these these encouragement cards have been life-changing to some youth. Some kids posted it on their wall in their room. They still have it. One kid told me a couple years ago, I've been locked up 5 years. This is my last year, and I have every card. That's what
Mm-hmm.
we're seeking. So there'll be details next month, Lord willing, how to get a stack of these encouragement cards and how to
Mm-hmm.
get it back to us for our events in December. And this is another way you can serve. You can serve these kids, serve God, and of course, serve Full Circle Refuge. What's
Yeah.
been going on this month? Wow, it's been quite a busy month with our seasons of life, more doctor appointments and everything else, and navigating ministry at the same time. We did start another 1 degree at a time, ODAT, and we will be finished here soon this week. And it's always tough. And if you watched any of our other weekly updates, you've seen shared passion and struggles and things like that. But it's pretty tough. But it's bringing awareness of God to a young man on the streets. That's what we're doing, bringing awareness of God. And Son gets to hear all the updates. She always asks me
Yeah.
when I come home for supper after I do one of these events, how'd it go? Well, knuckleheads. Ooh, it was like pulling teeth. But it doesn't stop me and our other team from going back again. Must be
Mm.
something coming down in the refuge. Our dogs are running after something. It's always it's a lively events out here. But we'll be finishing that up this year and celebrating our rites of passage to manhood at a fine restaurant, which is always great. And thank you for many people who have supported us to make this
Yes.
happen. So it's not it's not an inconvenience to anyone, and we can celebrate them well. But one of the things that's really navigating and changing a lot is in the YDCs, doing Bible discussion groups. A
Mm.
lot of things are happening over the years, and I've talked about this, the safety and security. So our groups inside lockup are getting smaller and smaller, and or our time is being limited. It's not the fault of the system that we're part of, DJJ. It's just they have a lot of things going on and a lot of issues going on at the same time with youth. So it's been very difficult. I actually thought about, I was in one place yesterday, and we kind of found these kids in the gym, and one kid goes, are we going to do church? I said, well, we'll try to do something here. We're going to talk. And he says, hey, fellas, come on. He said, come on. And we sit down on the gym floor, and myself and the other volunteer, who's a little bit older than me, is Rick, dynamic volunteer. And he goes, I'll try to. And we both got on the floor and did one of the straight ahead Bible discussion groups on trust and our value to God. And it was pretty amazing, the conversations we had just for 30 minutes. But it was an inconvenient time, but God planted a seed. So I really think in our future type of what we call YDC type ministry, we're really looking for one thing that we've seen fruitful over the last couple months. And I've been beating this to death. I've been repeating it over and over because it's a passion with me. Is what's been working right now, son, is mentors, and especially with our male, because that's what we have predominantly. We have 95% of males that we're working with. And we've seen benefits in this. The staff have seen benefits in an individual person, a man, a successful man coming in, not successful in life, but you know the Bible. You just a man that God has really got a hold of in your life, and you have a testimony. And the reality is, I've seen so many fruit. We have about 10 mentors right now. But one of our facilities, Augusta Youth Detention Center, there's about 60 boys there. And my prayer is, and I'm on God's timing here, you know, I'm seeking 60 men to come and speak to 60 boys. It's funny, yesterday awesome. I was talking to the volunteer coordinator about this, and I said, I've been thinking about this. I'm a realist. And I said, you know, I'm really pushing this 60 men coming out. And I asked her, you think that how would you handle 60 men coming out here? She goes, about 5 a day. I said, okay. So it's doable. It's doable. Yeah, we just need to make that connection. What's that?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Probably she think about Sept for youth there,
yeah,
and a staff.
Yeah.
One time 60 men coming in.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
That'd be
but that's our heart. It is. We can change a community. We can change a paradigm change can happen in a culture. Because we know what works, the way, the truth, and the life. It's just so easy. It just takes us bodies. Remember, we were just listening to this the other day in our Resilient Podcast Pause app, that the reality is that we take Jesus wherever we go. We take Jesus wherever we go. Where are you taking Jesus today? One of the things is our website has been updated and is very active. You can connect there. Maybe we missed something today. You can sign up for different things. You can sign up for us to come and speak at your church. It's where the heart vocal comes out, our passion, our hearts come out, and we can share with your congregation. We share with your Sunday school class. Thank you for many people allowing us to come and speak. It's always encouraging to us that we're still relevant to the church, that what we do. And we are missionaries, isn't that right? Yes. And we've been on this for a minute. We don't throw the snakeskin down the aisle and sing kumbaya, and everybody can try to eat these nasty bugs or something. But you might come out here and eat that. But the reality is we want to come and share who we are. And I just want to say thank you. And son, do you got any last words to say as we wind this up?
Yeah, sure. Yes, thank you so much for pray for Full Circle, and we are there. And a volunteer go out there.
Yes, so many.
Yeah, so many things. We can fear.
Yes.
Thank you for encouraging war. Thank you for your support financially. Thank you so much.
Yes.
We can't do without you all. Thank you.
Yes. And I'll just bounce it out and repeat it over because it's coming in my heart, because we are one. Is thank you again for your patience and commitment. We're grateful for you being with us since the beginning. Thank you for so many seasoned supporters as we move to these seasons of life, and what God has called us, and your prayers that we see on Facebook group, our encouragement notes that come in with some of the donations. Sometimes I really appreciate. We read every one.
Yes.
Thank you. And I appreciate that. Again, this is about all we have to share this month. But remember, all the YouTube channel is up, Full Circle Refuge YouTube channel. We have a podcast that's audible. You can go to Podbean or search for Full Circle Refuge, or Devon Harris, I think it's actually called. And really, if you are impacted by all this, or you know somebody that needs to listen or hear this, or you feel like God is calling someone, send them our way. Send them our way. And with that, we are missionaries to At Risk Youth. Thank you, and God bless.